Next, I have my 3 amber clip lights. I have my 2 amber 8-way caution lights. I have my 2 red 8-way stopping lights. I have my 4 amber hazard turn signals. And I have my 2 headlights. I would make sure that all items are of the proper color and they are clean and clear, not cracked or broken, and that the rubber molding has no dry rot, and that there is no cracks, rips, tears, or bubbles, and that all bolts and screws are in place, securing them to the bus. Next, I would check my school bus sign, checking the glass to make sure it's clean and clear, not cracked or broken. I would check the lettering to make sure it's visible and of the proper height. Next, I would check my windshield, making sure it's clean and clear, not cracked or broken, and that there are no other stickers other than inspection stickers, and that the rubber molding has no dry rot, and that there is no cracks, rips, tears, or bubbles, and that all items are secured to the bus with the proper screws and bolts. Next, I would check my windshield wiper arm and blade with hose. I would check for good tension in the arm and that the blade is firmly pressed against the window, that the blade and hose do not have any dry rot, bubbles, cracks, and isn't torn, and that the hose is attached and isn't leaking, and that all items have the proper screws and bolts holding it secure to the bus. Next, I would check my West Coast and crossover mirrors. I would touch my lower crossover mirror and illustrate while also pointing to the other mirrors when you mention the names of them and say how you would check all of the mirrors. I would check both West Coast mirrors and crossover mirrors to make sure that the mirror is clean and clear, not cracked or broken, and the rubber molding has no dry rot, and that there's no cracks, rips, tears, or bubbles, and that all the bolts and screws are in place. I would check all the other mirrors the same way. Finally, I would check my bumper and crossing arm. I would check that my bumper is not bent or broken. I would check my crossing arm that is straight and has no cracks or breaks and isn't bent, and that all the bolts and screws are in place securing it to the bus. Now, step back, look over the front of the bus from top to bottom, and make sure you've said all the items before you begin the engine pre-trip. If you feel you have missed something, go ahead and explain or repeat. Once you open the hood, you cannot go back. Now open the hood.